Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Sorry it's been a minute since my last video. My health kinda started getting a little bit tricky and I needed to kind of focus on that. I can do a little life update if anyone's interested and kind of explain that more. But that also kind of ties in with the video that I've been wanting to do and finally have the energy to do. So I've been getting asked a lot. I'm also sorry if I look down a lot. I have my notes written so I don't forget anything because my brain fog's been a little bad. So yeah. I've been getting asked a lot how I handle my bad pain days or just bad health days in general. This is going to be mostly for physical health, but it also kind of plays into mental health. I can talk about that in another video if anyone's interested, but I guess let's just jump into it. The first thing I try to do, and it's definitely much harder than I expect it to be, and anyone does, I think, is to remember and try and focus on what I am doing and what I can do and not what I can't and what I've lost. Since becoming sicker, there have been a lot of things that I had to stop doing and I had to give up, or on certain days I can't get out of bed, or I can't do laundry, or I can't stand up to put my dishes away, or little things like that. So instead of focusing on all the things I can't do anymore or want to do but don't have the energy to, I try and focus on the things that I'm still able to. So like going on little walks with Jeremy, and the days that I'm able to get up and get dressed, when I'm able to do my makeup. It's a lot of little things, but to me they're a lot of big things, and I think with a lot of people with chronic illnesses it is too. The next one is, again, this is really hard for me, is to just let my body rest. Just lay down. Watch a movie, watch some TV, binge watch a series. Just relax. I am queen of overdoing it and pushing myself to my limit, and then I end up in bed for a week because I used all of my energy and I pushed it too much, and I hurt too much to do anything for the rest of the week. So it's definitely something I need to get much better with, but when I do just let myself rest, I do notice a world of difference. And kind of tying along with that is I listen to my body. And that can mean different things. If I'm laying down and I get a little bit of energy and I feel like, alright, I need to pick up 5 things in the room, I'll do that. If I'm in the middle of that and it gets to be too much, I lay back down. If I feel like I need to sit outside and just get some fresh air, I do that. If I need to lay outside, I do that. Just listen to whatever my body needs. And sometimes that's rest, sometimes it's to stretch, sometimes it's moving, sometimes it's just nothing. But that's something that's really kind of hard for me to do because I mentally have so much energy and I have so much I want to be doing, and so much I feel like to be a good person and to be a decent member of society, I need to be doing physical things and I need to push myself, but that's not the case. In a lot of ways, that's more dangerous to me, trying to live up to my own expectations of myself, so I need to learn to take it easier. And again, kind of tying in with that is give myself a break. I beat myself up very, very, very easily over little things. And I focus on what I'm not doing, what I can't do. And that mentally is exhausting. It's terrible. So giving myself a break and just do what I can. And I don't know. Another big one, a big one, is distractions. So when I'm in a lot of pain and it's hard to focus on things and it's hard to think, it's nice to have distractions like, again, movies or show, playing a mindless game, either a video game or a board game, depending on how I feel, or even making up little games in my head, like just like seeing how many blue things are around me, or how many things that are skeletons around me, or little things like that. Or if my hand's feeling up to it, I will journal or I will write. Journaling and writing has been a huge helper for me. It's something that my mom recommended me doing from a really young age, and I've been doing it off and on, but I definitely notice that when I'm actively keeping up with writing and like expressing myself and expressing how I'm feeling physically, and I'm putting it out there and I'm not just festering in it and I'm not just feeling it like and only that, it's a little bit of a release, and it definitely makes it a little more easy, and I don't feel like a bother because I'm not complaining to someone, and I don't feel like I'm annoying them with how I feel. Sorry if my throat's a little weird. I had a really bad week with stomach acid, no. And my throat is a little irritated, and my vocal cords are kind of pissed off at me, so. But anyway, another thing I do on my bad days is when I can and when I don't feel like it's too much, I talk to someone. Either Jeremy or my dad or one of my friends, and I just tell them how I feel, or I just ask them to talk about random things so I'm not focused on the internal feelings. It's really nice to have someone to just talk to and kind of feel a little more normal for a minute, even though it can be hard and sometimes I can't focus on what they're saying because brain fog gets so bad, but it's still just having the company and having someone to talk to is really, really great. And going off of that, again, having someone to keep me company. Again, it doesn't have to be actively doing anything, even if we're both just like laying down and they're on their phone or something, like, and it doesn't matter. It's just having someone there is really, really comforting. Another thing is physical touch. So sometimes this is a kind of, it works sometimes and sometimes it makes things worse. Sometimes like getting my back just scratched or just having someone like go like that. It's so relaxing. Or because I'm an adult, I have a lot of stuffed animals and little stuffies because sometimes you can't always have someone, but it's nice to just have something to hold on to and cuddle up with when things get really bad, to have some sort of not uncomfortable and just having another sensation other than pain going through the body is really relieving sometimes. But again, sometimes physical touch can make things worse if depending on what type of pain it is and what how I'm feeling that day, so it's all a kind of day by day thing. Another thing is take my medicine when I need it. I have daily meds, quite a few of them, and I also have some like emergency medicines, and the emergency medicines are much harder for me to take. Taking any of them is kind of hard for me. I have a medication history. Medicines scare me, and but sometimes it is necessary, and sometimes I don't listen. Again, I don't listen to my body, and I don't do what it needs, and then I end up paying for it even more than if I was to just suck it up and take whatever medicine it is that I was needing. Another thing is I think of how my mom handled things and what my mom would do. So my mom had ankylosing spondylitis. So she also was disabled and had a lot of pain, and ever since I was little, I remember watching her and seeing how she navigated through the world. And like when she was cleaning, she would clean for 5 to 10 minutes, take a 5 to 10 minute break, or maybe take a half-hour break, then clean for another 5-10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, depending on how she felt, then take another break. And I always kind of wondered, more so when I was little, like, why does she have to take so many breaks? It gets done, everything would be done, but she took so many breaks, and it makes sense to me now. It's conserving energy and making it so that she could do things later on, and so she could have the energy to like play with me, or to just spend time with me, or to watch a movie, or do little things like that. So I always try and think of how my mom would have handled things and what my mom would tell me to do, because she's always been a great inspiration to me. Like when I was little and I used to be afraid that something was going to happen to her, because she was very open and honest about her condition and about her health. And she did tell me that, like, when I was little, that there was a chance that something could happen to her because she was sick. So, and the doctors didn't really expect her to have that long of a life, but she did, which is good, which is actually great. But she always would tell me to look at Mick Mars from Motley Crue, because Mick Mars has ankylosing spondylitis. So she'd always say, all right, do you want to know what? You see me on bad days, you look at Mick Mars. You see what he's doing? You see how he's traveling? You see how he's able to play? You see him? I can do this. I can kick some ass. And it's true. And that's definitely, it was really helpful and nice. But yeah. The last thing I'm going to talk about is, like, treating myself and wearing something nice. Like, it's mostly dresses, to be honest, because dresses are, number one, super easy to get on. Like, especially just, like, slip-ons. So easy to get on. I don't really dislocate putting them on. They're comfortable. They don't irritate any of my skin. And they're really cute. And sometimes on really, really high pain days, I don't feel that way. I feel like a sack of shit. Like, it's hard being sick, and it's hard not feeling your best, and I have body dysmorphic disorder, for a lot of different things, but definitely it's gotten worse since my illnesses have gotten worse, because I don't see myself as what everyone else sees. I've gotten to just see myself as the broken, sick girl, and that's not who I am, but that's how I feel. So it's really nice to dress up, and when I have the energy, I'll do my makeup, and it's just a little boost to just remember that I am still human. I am not just a pile of illness. And I deserve to take care of myself. And that's a big thing. A lot of times I feel like I don't deserve to take care of myself, or I don't deserve to rest because I'm not doing that much anyway, so why would I need to rest? But it's also, to do little things for me takes a lot of energy, and that's okay. And it's something I need to learn to manage and figure out. But there are some more stuff I do, but that's definitely like the big list. If you're interested in knowing what I do for more mental health days, let me know and I can talk about that. Or just if you have any ideas of videos in the future, please, please, please leave a comment. I would love to hear your ideas. I definitely want to keep doing this, and I want to get more active. And yeah, I want to make this. I want to make this a nice place. So yeah, I guess that is it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to me. I hope it wasn't too scatterbrained. I tried. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day.